Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Author DS Spice. I talk about different manifestation techniques. Now, today's manifestation technique is known as satisfying thoughts. Okay. Now, let me get you through this step by step. Step 1. The details of your life are attracted by the vibrational countenance that you have. You have an intention and you get into alignment and stay in alignment. Appreciate the contrast, and your guidance system will guide you, and you feel enormous appreciation for the others with whom you will co create. The details are for you to discover, for your surprise and delight. There's so much going on around you for you to observe from and to choose. In the sense that when you are in the vibrational alignment, you get to choose what you want to do among the different kinds of things that are available to you. So you choose from this whatever you feel is the best for you at this point in time. Okay, so this is step 1. So all these details are there when you are in vibrational alignment with what you desire. Many things prop up, and then you choose the best one that you are aligned with. Okay, so this is step 1. Now, step 2 is pay attention to the thoughts that you think and how they feel, and realize that when you got on those hopeful thoughts, how good they felt, and when you were not on those hopeful thoughts, how they felt. So there is a difference, right? When you were in those hopeful thoughts, there were different things happening to you. There are lots of thoughts that turn to things, right? And then there's also a difference when you are not in those hopeful thoughts and how the things changed for you drastically. So you should know the difference between the two kinds of thoughts and stick to the ones that are hopeful, that move in the direction of your vibrational alignment. Okay, don't try hard to figure out what anybody else is doing. What anybody else is doing is none of your concern. Don't try too hard to figure out anything. It's up to them how they want to get into vibrational alignment. It's your stuff, and you are the one who will dictate terms to your life. Don't try hard to find out what anybody else is doing. Just let your own experience and your own awareness of the kinds of thoughts that you were having and the way those thoughts turn to things and what the results of that were, let that be your understanding. So dwell in your own hemisphere, in your own realm. Don't be bothered about what anybody else is trying to do or anything. That's none of your concern. Okay, so just let your own experience and your own awareness of the kinds of thoughts that you were having and the way those thoughts turn to things, let that be your experience. Just dwell in those hopeful thoughts and just realize how those thoughts were turned to things. That's it. Okay, so that's step 2. Now, step 3 is, if your desire is strong enough, it does not matter what your beliefs are. It doesn't matter that you are having a different kind of a belief or something like that. It doesn't matter. If you are having a strong desire, the desire is strong enough, it does not matter what your beliefs are. Your strong desire with your inner being is in vibrational alignment with it, can bring about for you whatever it is that you choose. Okay. If you have a strong desire, irrespective of what your beliefs are, you will get what you desire, what you want, because you are in vibrational alignment with what you desire, right? So that is what is required. Your beliefs become, they become the less priority. Your desire comes first. So if you have a strong desire to something, irrespective of what your beliefs are on the subject, you are going to manifest it, because your desire is so profound, so magnanimous that it just has to manifest. Okay, so but depending upon what beliefs you build in opposition, it gives you a rougher side along the way. Now you must be having strong desire, but if your beliefs are in opposition to it, there will be some beliefs that are opposition to it. Now, if your beliefs are very much strongly in opposition to it, it becomes very difficult for you to go in the flow of the alignment, because there's something that stops you. So this opposition that you have, this opposition, you should see how to soften it, how to soften the resistance around this opposition. Okay, so if your desire is strong enough, it does not matter what your beliefs are. Your strong desire with your inner being in vibrational alignment with it can bring about for you whatever it is that you choose. But depending upon what beliefs you build in opposition, it gives you the rougher side along the way. So just soften the resistance, soften the opposition, and just move in the direction of what you desire. Because whatever you desire, if that is the very strong, then it's going to manifest for you, irrespective of how your beliefs are and how your opposition is. Okay, so this is step number 3. Now, last but not the least, every experience is a clarifying process whereby you get to define and decide what it is that you want. Everything that's happening is a clarifying process to establish what is it that you want. Everything. Okay, and once you come to a conclusion about what you want and something like that calls you to focus, you're here to focus on satisfying thoughts that would give you satisfaction moment by moment. Moment by moment, you just dwell on the satisfying thoughts. Okay, what is satisfying you at the right moment? Dwell on it. This will attract another satisfying thought, and that will attract another satisfying thought, and the momentum gets established, and you are filled with all kinds of satisfaction thoughts, and these thoughts turn to things for you. Okay, now you're here to focus on satisfying thoughts that would give you satisfaction moment by moment. The more time you spend in knee-jerk responses to what you want and what you don't want, comparison experiences, you spend less time in experiencing satisfaction. So if you have all these knee-jerk responses like differentiating between what you want and what you don't want, and you have that back and forth sort of thing, you lose a lot on your satisfying experiences. The momentum gets slowed down because you are pausing in your experimentation of, or in your conflicts, in this tug of war of what you want, what you don't want, and having a knee-jerk response to everything that's happening in your realm hemisphere, where you are responding to what you want, what you don't want, and you're deciding. Let that not be the way, because you are spending a lot of time on unwanted things. But what's the most wanted thing that you need to do is dwell only on the satisfying thoughts. Let that be a very smooth experience. Now, the more time you spend in knee-jerk responses to what you want and what you don't want, comparison experiences, you spend less and less time in experiencing satisfaction. So guys, this is the manifestation technique known as satisfying thoughts. I'll get back to you next week with one more manifestation technique. Stay tuned and bye for now. Bye.